guys, it is Thrifting Thick Chick, and before the end of the year, I wanted to come and share 10 of the best online paid surveys. Now, I will tell you guys that I will not be including links in the description box to these surveys, and I'm going to do that for a reason. I need you guys, some people, I need you to, especially if you're going to work from home, I need you to be able to do a tiny bit of research. And I you know, simply because these are survey sites, and I'm going to give you the name of the survey site so you'll be able to easily find it. All you have to do is search for the name. I will include the names of these survey sites in the description box down below, and simply all you would have to do is type in the name of the survey site that I'm referring to and type in the name and survey. Okay, do that for me. All right, so the first one is called Pinecone Research. Okay, Pinecone Research. With Pinecone Research, you can get about $3 for every survey that you complete. Okay, they pay you fast. Okay, it's a fast pay. They usually pay you within 1 to 2 business days or something like that. And there's no minimum cash out. So you don't have to be like, okay, you know, with just say for instance like Slice the Pie, you know, you can't cash out with Slice the Pie until you reach at least 10 bucks. With this, there's no minimum cash out. Okay, you can choose to get paid via PayPal or check. There are no disqualifying surveys, so if you get invited to take one, you generally get to complete the whole thing and get paid. Okay, the cons to this, you know, it's kind of hard to get in, you know, for them to accept you to do the surveys, but once you're in, you know, you're in. But they're really selective. I do want to reiterate that, but they are one of the best. Okay, one of the best. So again, that is Pinecone Research. That's number 1. Okay, number 2, paid Viewpoint. All right, the cons of paid Viewpoint. The surveys are very short. They pay via PayPal. You get $1 for being a new member. So if you sign up and you're new, you know, you get $1 bonus. They have a generous referral program. So if you have someone who refers you, just say for instance, when you get into doing these surveys and you start referring people, they have a generous referral program, so you get a little bit of money for referring people. I'm not getting any money to refer anyone. I just want to reiterate that I'm not putting any links, so of course I'm not going to get paid for telling you about this because I'm not putting any links in the description box down below. I'm telling you about the website. It's called Paid Viewpoint. Again, I will put the names and everything in the description box down below as well. Okay, Paid Viewpoint. They have a $15 cash out threshold, so you have to have at least 15 bucks in your folder in order for you to cash out on it. Okay, so Paid Viewpoint is the second one. Let's see. The number 3 website will be Opinion Outpost. Now, if you follow a lot of big YouTubers here on YouTube, you have a lot of these big YouTubers who talk about Opinion Outpost all the time because, you know, you get paid to, you know, voice your opinions, which is totally 100% accurate. So I would suggest that you check out Opinion Outpost. Okay, again, I'm not going to put any links, but you can easily go to Google and type in Opinion Outpost. And that'll, you know, for those of you who haven't worked from home, this will be a great thing for you to do, to be able to actually find these survey sites and things like that. That will actually, you know, kind of let you know whether or not this is something that you need to do, the work from home thing. So Opinion Outpost, again, I will leave that name in the description box down below. You must have $5 to cash out with Amazon or $10 with PayPal. Okay, the pros to this, there are 2 rewards that you can cash out to: PayPal, or you can get Amazon codes and things like that. Like I said, it's $5 for, let me see, $5 for the Amazon codes and $10 for the PayPal. So you can tend to get a lot of email survey invites with Opinion Outpost, so that is a great thing. Now, some cons to Opinion Outpost. You know, some people complain that they disqualify them too often and things like that with Opinion Outpost, but you know, I've heard a lot of great things about Opinion Outpost, so it's something for you to definitely look into if you are interested in, you know, doing online surveys. So Opinion Outpost, I will leave that name in the description box down below. Okay, number 4, Tellwut. This is kind of a let me see. Okay, Tellwut. Now, I don't know a whole lot of people who have did surveys and things for Tellwut, but I do have a couple of people who have great reviews with Tellwut. So that's why I'm putting them as the number 4, because I don't personally have any experience with Tellwut, but you know, you can, like I said, again, do your research, okay? Like I said, this is kind of a newer site, so this is why you can do your own research. You can hear the opinions of other people who have done surveys for this company, okay? There is a $10 minimum to redeem your points. Let's see, the pros. I have stuff over here, that's why I'm looking, okay? They have a lot of options for redeeming your points. You know, Amazon in-store or email gift cards, merchandise, and prepaid Visa cards. The polls are pretty much short and they're pretty easy to do. You can create your own fun polls if you want people to, you know, respond to your polls and things like that. You can qualify to answer short polls on the site and get 5 to 10 points for taking them. So it's possible to make a little money daily, and things like that. And it's fun to do. So those are some of the cons, okay? Pros, I'm sorry. Those are some of the pros. So the cons. There is no option to redeem through PayPal, okay? So it's pretty much the Visa gift cards and things like that, okay? For some people, it takes a while to build up points. You need to have at least 4,000 points to you know, to redeem $10 and things like that. So they don't pay that much, but it is actually a legitimate survey site if you want to check it out, okay? Like I said, all these survey sites, you're not going to get rich on survey sites, but these are the best ones for those people who have asked me to share, you know, surveys with them, okay? Then you have ePoll, okay? ePoll is, you know, surveys about TVs and TV shows and movies and things like that. So it's pretty cool to do surveys for ePoll, okay? They have a bunch of people who are in the United States. I have a lot of people who are outside of the United States who ask me about things, but this particular poll right here, survey company, is for U.S. residents only, and there is a minimum of $5 cash out, okay? The pros, like I said, it's a low cash out of $5. You know, it's fun. You get to, you know, do surveys for TV shows and movies and things like that, and you can redeem your points with Amazon codes, PayPal money, or gift cards, okay? And even if you don't qualify, you can complete the survey. You can still get paid a little for just trying. So that's a good thing. So the cons, the surveys are not extra, you know, super duper frequent. You know, they're few and far between. That's why I tell you can't get rich doing surveys. Just wanted to reiterate that, okay? Number 6, YourWord. This is another one that gets good feedback. You know, some other survey companies, you don't really get, you know, some survey companies don't get that good of reviews. And a lot of times people, they sign up for these survey sites and they're expected to complete 10, 15, 20 surveys a day and get paid $50, $60 a day. It's not going to work like that. This is literally chump change. Just stuff for you to do when you're sitting around the house bored and you ain't got nothing else to do. And maybe at the end of the month, you can have you $15, $20 just there, okay? I mean, every little bit count when you ain't got nothing coming in. Let them say, hey, the economy ganked up. So yeah, every $15, $20 count, at least on my end it does. So, you know, you're not going to get rich doing this stuff. I just want to reiterate that. All right. They are open to the U.S. and the United Kingdom, so I do want to say that that is a great thing, because a lot of people ask me from the U.K. about work at home jobs. So if you want to check out YourWord, you can definitely check that out and possibly you know, get in on some of these surveys. So like I said, it's just $5 to cash out and all that stuff. And so yeah, they have fast payments. They pay you 10 cents even if you attempt a survey and you disqualify for it. So that's a great thing, okay? All right, number 7, Quest Mindshare. All right, so they pay you $2 or more for each survey. So this is a great one. You get paid $2 or more. You know, it's better than getting paid 10, 15 cents for each survey that you do. So this is one of the higher paying surveys, so that is a great thing. There is no minimum to redeem, so you can redeem whenever you want to redeem. You can redeem through PayPal or you can redeem through check payment. So if you want to wait until you build up a little bit of money to get a check, that's fine, or you can get the money sent directly to your PayPal account, which is another great thing, okay? The cons, their surveys fill up fast, so it's kind of hard to get in on these because they're so high paying. You have people who are checking for the higher paying surveys the quickest, okay? All right, mind swarms. Now, they offer super high pay, and they do pay reliably. However, it's not for everyone because they are video surveys, okay? A lot of people don't like video surveys, but they pay you $50 for every video survey that you complete, okay? They pay you fast. It's usually within 24 hours that you've taken the survey, and they pay you with PayPal. Now the cons. Okay, let me look over here because I'm reading it. They are videos, okay? So you have to record yourself with either your smartphone or your webcam, and not everyone is comfortable doing it. Not everybody is comfortable getting in front of the camera like I am, because I'm so beautiful. Because I'm so beautiful. Let me stop playing. Not everybody's comfortable getting in front of the camera, you know, doing this. So it's not for everybody, and you may not get these surveys regularly. But if you know, are comfortable getting in front of the camera and, you know, telling, you know, your opinions and things on it, get $50 for each one that you do, okay? So that's another great one, all right? Number 9, Outpost, I say. I think that's how you say it. Outpost, I say. Anyway, this one has been around for a long time. They're one of the well-known names in the market research industry, so pretty much the survey industry. They're pretty well known. You can get the occasional product test, and you know, they have a lot of redeem options for their points and things like that, and there is a minimum cash out of $10, okay? The pros, they have PayPal, Amazon, and other rewards. You have the potential for testing products, so if they want you to test out some lotion, you have the potential to do that. You know, that's a great thing. And they're known for sending a lot of survey invites, so that's another great thing about Outpost, I say. All right, now the cons. I've heard that the site is real buggy, a lot of broken links and things like that. They don't pay as fast, from my understanding, and people complain about, you know, the service and things like that. So that is another thing. Now, number 10 is My Survey. Okay. Some people, like I said, everybody's different. So My Survey is another good one. You know, you can kind of do your research on it. And you know, you need $10 in points to redeem. They're open to many countries, so you can always do your own research and figure out if your country is one of those countries that they you know, are accepting, pretty much. I couldn't find the right word to say. Okay, the pros. Even though they pay in points, you usually get a generous amount of them for completing your surveys, okay? They're well known, and they have a lot of options for redeeming your points. Like I said, Amazon, codes, PayPal, cash, that type of stuff. And like I said, the cons are, you know, the site's buggy, the payment's kind of on the slow side, and like I said, people complain about having slow service and all that type of stuff. Now, I know that I said I wasn't going to put links in the description box below. Now, what I will do is, I know I said I wasn't going to put links, and now I may be nice and go ahead and put some links. I'm not going to put any referral links. It's not going to be any referral codes or anything like that. I may put the link to the actual site next to it. If you don't see the link to the site, do your own research on it. I may, because some of these may be a little harder to find, so I may put the links to some of the sites down in the description box. Just look down there and see. Also, make sure you go and check out my daily vlog channel, Thick Chick Vlogs. That link is always down in the description box as well. So I just wanted to go ahead and put this video out there because a lot of people have asked me about paid surveys and the ones that I think are the best. So yeah, that's why I'm sharing this with you guys, and I hope that you guys again have a very, very happy new year, and I will see you soon. For those of you who enjoy my thrifting videos and all the other stuff, we will be back in 2015 with a vengeance. So I hope you guys are ready. So happy survey hunting and all that good stuff, and remember, you cannot get rich with these surveys. This is something that I'm just sharing with you so that you can have it as a reference. Okay, so again, happy new year, and I will talk to you guys in 2015. Bye. Really?